All right, Dougie. Doing another show tonight, episode 5, not Patriot Digest.
Yeah.
Stans Ricky, who couldn't make it tonight for reasons unknown. No, he just he was busy. But anyway, get him up. I'm going with the Diet Coke, the DC on a Thursday because I've been drinking a lot. Actually, I was away last week and I drank then, and I came home, didn't really stop. Then we had Celts on Monday. We had League on Tuesday. And then last night I put an end to it. So I figured tonight we'll lay low. And then tomorrow night's Friday. We got a big game. But before we talk about the big game, I figured I'd, catch you up to speed on little Patriots rookie mini camp.
Catch me up to speed. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So word out of there, and from what I've seen on videos and stuff, is much different than it was a year ago with Mayo. Vrabel's very hands-on guy. He's very, very involved. McDaniels has been very, very involved in trying to get these guys. A lot of coaching going on. A lot of one-on-one stuff that they showed. Who's that third round wide receiver they got? Henderson's the running back, right?
It's Stevens?
No, I don't think that's it. Stevenson, maybe?
No.
But whatever. The kid from Washington State, very good. Yeah, they were like, this kid's got a chance to be real good. They were coaching him up left and right. The running back they were coaching up.
Kyle Williams.
Yeah, Williams. He looks good. I'm very curious to see what happens in that wide receiver room this year because
he's only 5'11".
It doesn't matter. How tall is freaking what's his name from Miami? Tyreek Hill. How old is he? I mean, how tall is he? He's not that tall.
No, he's like 5'9".
Yeah, this dude runs like the lightning. So that's all you need. That's all you need.
Comparing this rookie to Tyreek Hill now.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Fuck it,
Yeah.
Stephon
Diggs. I mean, that wide receiver room is very crowded right now. My prediction is out of the guys from last year, they'll keep Booty and Pop Douglas. I think the rest of them are gonzo, unless they have some incredible type of camp. But I don't see it happen. And mainly because Vrabel's been like, there's nobody left from the old team. Nobody. The final guy that was on the Super Bowl, the Cardona, they got rid of him. Which
they got rid of Cardona?
Yeah. They released him. So there's no connection now to the old Super Bowls. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a guy like Tavai go, because they radically upgraded their linebackers. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But cautiously optimistic. Schedule came out. Did you see the schedule came out?
Yeah,
I mean, off of the Raiders.
I'm still worried. I still would like to see them do something more at the wide receiver position. You just got a bunch of average guys. You just got a bunch of like numbers 2s and 3s.
Diggs is a 2?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, with his age and everything, yeah.
How many 1s are there out there? Don't tell me every team's got a 1, because they don't.
20?
Well, if you incorporate a tight end, I mean, who's the number 1 on Kansas City?
Probably Rashee Rice.
Yeah, who didn't play last year. So, I mean, do you really need a number 1? Or do you need a good tight end, a good running back, a good running game?
Yeah, but you're also talking about a future Hall of Fame quarterback.
I understand, but, my point is, I mean, look at, the Eagles rely on those wide receivers? I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I'd say they relied on Barkley.
Well, yeah, Barkley's best running back in the game.
Exactly. So what
It's not like the Patriots have the number 2 running back in the game.
Where would you put Jalen Hurts as a quarterback? You think he's better than May? I don't know. I think May's got way more upside.
See, I don't know. It's tough because it's like if you take. If you were to take May and put him on the Eagles, where do you rank May then? Like a
Way
top
better
10?
Way better than Hurts.
Yeah, then if you take Hurts and put him on the Eagles.
You mean put him on the Patriots?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Put him on the Patriots.
You'd have Joe Milton.
Yeah, I don't think Hurts is that good. I think a lot of his downside was masked by a great offensive line and really good weapons.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're throwing to AJ Brown. You're throwing
Right.
to You're throwing to Devonta Smith. You got Barkley in the back. You got you got Goddard. And whoever the other tight end. You know what I mean? It's like the tush push. You know what I mean? That's why he's so good. It's like, yeah, but he fell a yard forward anytime they got within 3 yards of the goal line and just vultured touchdowns.
Right.
But he's not lighting it up. You know what I mean? He's like, when do you ever see Jalen Hurts is throwing, he's throwing 30 times for 300 yards and 2 fucking touchdowns? Never.
Never. Which is my point. My point is you can win with a good offense, good defense line, good lines, and then, have your guys execute, and Drake May's got more upside. So we'll see. I'm not saying the Patriots are as good as the Eagles. What I'm saying is I wouldn't worry about that number 1 receiver.
But I would still like to have one. Or at least a better name thrown in there, like the Stephon Diggs, like, the 31-year-old, then you get Mac Hollins, another 31-year-old.
Yeah, you just don't get a number 1 guy. You know what I mean? They're few and far between. Who's the number 1 guy? Who's the number 1 guy in Miami right now? I think Hill's falling off a cliff. I think Judy's better than him now, and he's not a number 1.
I think Hill is good, but he's very and I don't know if this is like the right term or to take away from him, but it definitely matters on like who's throwing him the ball.
Yeah, gets a lot out of him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I think the Patriots beat them twice this year. I think their defense is very good.
I think their defense is good too, but I think they're going to rely heavily on the defense to pick up the slack of offense. Like I said, I think there's going to be a lot of unders. You're going to see a lot of like,
you know what,
14 like 14-10 games and like different shit like that.
You're talking to the wrong guy. I have lost my feel for picking games. I have lost it. I've completely lost it. When I'm winning money, ask me what I think and go the other way.
Go the opposite way.
Guaranteed you're going to win money. I've lost it. Completely lost it. So, but my thought is, I like them, I like them in a lot of games.
I think they're going to be a 500 team.
Well, the schedule is, that's the other thing, though. They say, like, the schedule's, it's easy. It's like you never know until the season gets going. But, I don't know. Some people got them at 10 wins, Dougie. 10-7. The Jets stink.
Yeah, but it seemed like that. That's what my fear is, and I've been saying this before. Like now, all of a sudden, you're 10-7. Now you're going to be a middle of the draft picking team, and you're just going to be like stuck in this funk. Like I said, I don't want this team to turn into the Steelers of now, where you have just enough to kind of like ease into the playoffs a little bit, but like you don't really have good enough draft position to get like top tier players, and you're just going to be stuck in this funk.
I don't know. You can buy your way out of that.
Yeah, but the Patriots just decided to do on the defensive side of the ball.
Right. We'll see. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. But like I said, the reason why I brought it up is the feel, what you're seeing on there, there's a plan. There's a method. There's a lot of coaching going on. You know what I mean? It's not this wishy-washy shit that we had last year. It's very, very this is my team. This is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it.
No, I understand, and I like you said, I'm interested to see how the season starts and it goes. But if they start, losing poorly and different shit, I'd like to not like to see, but like I'm interested to see what's the narrative of what are you going to start hearing on sports talk radio? What are you going to start hearing when you're talking to like your buddies and all this other stuff? You know what I mean? Like then what's going to be kind of the feel out there?
Right. I mean, the field, they'll probably start blaming Kraft, but I don't know.
But I mean that's such a skate. Like the owner is the owner. Like he's not going anywhere. So like let it go.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see that happen. I really don't. I think Vrabel's a better coach than that. I think instead of like rolling out the ball and let the cards fall where they may, I think he's literally going to game plan for every team they're playing. There's going to be a strategy. There's going to be, and he's going to coach his way to victories. I think Vrabel makes up 2 or 3 victories.
I would have agreed with you before they got rid of Milton.
I don't think that was his call.
Then whose call was it?
It was, I think, Kraft hearing rumblings of, Milton thinking he can challenge for the thing, and Kraft was like, you know what? Before this gets into anything, get rid of Milton.
Which is dumb.
1,000% agree. We talked about that. Like,
so now you have a second-year quarterback who's just walking into that. Just be like, yeah, whatever. Starting position's mine. You think Hobbs is going to be the starting guy? No.
I mean, maybe that's their plan. They want this kid coming in comfortable. They want him to assume the role as a leader, and I think he's the right guy to do that. I think he's got a good head on his shoulders. He says the right shit. I like the lineman they got. I like him. I like him for what he's talking about, the way he goes about it.
No, I completely understand. I completely agree that hey, yes, at the end of the day, he is going to be your game one guy under center, but like we just saw with the Celtics, what happens when your quarterback goes down? Would you rather have Josh Hobbs under center? Or would you rather have Joe Milton?
You'll find out when Dak Prescott goes down and there's Joe Milton throwing a CD Lamb.
And the fact that Joe Milton is $3 million less a year
than
Josh Dobbs. Like far, far, far better athlete than Josh Dobbs.
Without a doubt, especially in today's NFL.
But on the other hand, like if you're Josh Dobbs, yeah, whatever, $4 million a year, sure.
Yeah,
whatever you want.
Yeah, I know it'll be settled. I think they got a rookie. Did they get a rookie? There was a rookie in camp. I don't know if he was undrafted free agent. Speaking of undrafted free agents, they got a couple of
QB. This guy Ben Wooldridge.
Oh yeah, that's right.
From Louisiana. 6'3", 216. Like literally same exact build as
Drake May.
Yeah, they got Drake May listed at 6'4", but they're all the same weight within fucking 4 pounds.
Yeah. I like the kid they got from Cal, I think, the running back. He looks like he's a special teams expert, but he's also got that kind of juice, that Danny Woodhead juice. Remember him? Danny Woodhead?
Oh yeah, number 39.
That's right. So we'll see. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun this year. Definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah, so let's talk about something that hasn't been fun of late, and I'm pretty sure they've been walked off 3 games in a row.
Yeah. No, 2 in a row and blown out.
2 in a row and blown out.
Yeah.
Your Boston Red Sox.
I don't get it, man.
And Devers is not to blame.
Definitely not.
He's been hitting the absolute piss out of the ball. Yeah. To the Tigers. You get walked off 2 times in a row, and then the Tigers hang 11 on you because Tanner Houck is throwing mama's special recipe meatballs.
Yeah.
Which incidentally they just put him on the 10-day, I believe.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they got 14 stars, so let's try this guy. They should do the same, with Story. Story's not hitting at all. He stinks. Bring the kid up. Let him play. That's what they're all calling for. They're all calling for the kids to come up. I don't know. It's
I mean,
not.
I don't know if you do that. I mean,
It's not. It's the bullpen.
it definitely is the bullpen, but I mean, it is so long. I mean, you're only what 46 ish, 45 games in, 44.
I know, but they're what 2 games under 500 now. That's no good.
One,
One under
but you're
500.
still second in the AL East.
Yeah, but still, it's you got to figure it out.
I
They
mean,
haven't.
Ricky called it forever 500. That's all it is.
But you got to sustain a streak. You got to get like 5, 6, 7 in a row just to pop you over that 500 mark, get you up around, 560, 570, and then you do your 500 thing, get in the playoffs, figure out because the playoff it's a completely different game. It's a completely different baseball game. Because the playoffs, you don't need 5 starters, you only need 3. So you take those guys at the end of your rotation, you put them in the bullpen. So your bullpen is instantly better, instantly. It's a completely different game. So they got a good roster. I just they can't put anything together. It's brutal. I think they're all still trying to figure shit out. Like, Costas is gone. They haven't figured that out yet. They got Sogard there, and they got this other guy. Like, that's not a solution. Your first baseman's got to be productive, and he definitely shouldn't cost you runs, which they have been. So they got to address that, and I think they should leave Devers alone. Don't play first base. The guy's hitting the cover up the ball. Leave him alone. Let him do his thing.
Right. Well, that was kind of another argument I had. He's not being a team guy, and this is creating, like waves um,
I
in the
don't think so.
locker room and all.
I don't think so.
I'm like, why would it be creating waves? I don't understand.
I don't see that at all. I mean, these guys are professional, paid athletes.
Right.
So you got this guy Devers, who was a third baseman that hit the cover off the ball. Wasn't very good third baseman. He was a third baseman. Then you ask him to step back. Don't even have a conversation with him. You sign Bregman. You ask this guy to step back. You're going to be the DH. So he went into the tank for a little while. Now he's figured it out. Now you want him to figure something else out. It's like,
So
this isn't Little League. You don't just move Johnny over to first base.
yeah, but so this is. I wish you listened to Nick's show on Saturday, because then they were bringing up like, oh well, oh, they're bringing up like, oh, Mookie Betts moves all around the diamond. Bryce Harper did it. Also, the shit. I'm like,
Seriously? Those guys are professional? They actually get paid to go on the radio and talk like that?
oh yeah.
That's brutal. Because
So this is what I
that.
texted Nick. I said, so because the Sox signed a shiny new toy in Bregman, it turned Devers' world upside down. What happens when Bregman's contract is up and/or leaves next year? Devers is just expected to go back to third. He's been treated like the redheaded stepchild and is being painted as the bad guy. So he was like, no, no, no. You're like, he's not being painted as the bad guy. He's being the bad guy himself because of the comments he went out and publicly said.
Well, I mean, first of all, English is the second language. And I know he said it in Spanish, but
Yeah.
he's getting screwed. He was honest.
Yeah. And then I said, Red Sox management completely butchered this whole Devers situation. Now they're doubling down, making him out to be the bad guy. If I'm Devers, I get traded to a good team so you can actually win something while you're in your prime. Leave this bum organization in your rear view.
Ooh.
And I said, what if Devers goes to first and he's a traffic cone? The fans will rip him for that too.
Yeah.
I think we're at the point where we just part ways with him.
I don't know about that, because it's not like it's affected his performance. He's still helping the team every day.
Yeah, and I said, I'm very surprised your outlook on the Devers situation. I figured to be pro player and not pro management. A management that has made poor decision after poor decision.
Did he reply?
He just replies like on the radio.
Uh-huh. Hey, Dougie, well, no. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'd be like, Doug in Plymouth is blowing up my phone as usual.
Yeah. They butchered it. I mean, but they got to straighten out their their bullpen. I mean, I have faith because I think they have a good roster. Rafaela's coming around. I'd like to see the kids up sooner than later just to see what's up. I mean, it's a matter of days before Story gets hurt. I'd like to see what that looks like.
I think if you could have decent bullpen pitching, you have 6 more wins.
Decent bullpen pitching and decent managerial, game in game decisions. You got more wins.
6 wins, which puts you at 28 wins, which puts you obviously on top of the AL East and, feeling good about where you are.
Right. Yeah, so they got to straighten it out. It's early still, but they got to straighten it out. It's not good. You get in the late innings and it's close. It's like, yeah, they got no chance.
I like Aroldis Chapman, even though he's probably a one and done, give or take.
The guy's a specimen.
Yeah. He threw a ball like 104 miles an hour.
He's just a big, giant person.
So now I think they're obviously going to be, depending on when it is and injuries and everything, you got to be buyers at the trade deadline.
In the same situation that they're in right now, yeah, you do. Buyers of pitching.
And maybe a first baseman.
True. Well, like I said, they signed what's his name from the Yankees last year.
Yeah, Rizzo.
I don't know what the deal is there, unless that was fake news, but I thought I saw it.
No, he's there, but I don't know how long it takes to get back into every day.
Into first base shape.
every day first. I mean, the fielding probably is what it is, but the hitting and the timing and the
yeah, it's true. But we'll see.
I mean, first time you see a curveball after 10 months of not picking up a bat, it's just
you pull a groin.
So that's done, and now a team that's probably done as well. Tatum goes down with a ruptured Achilles.
I tell you what, did you watch the game last night?
I watched a little bit. So they looked terrible. Like halfway through the first quarter and like into like the first start of like the second quarter. And I was texting Jordan. I said it's over. I was like, I don't know what these guys are doing, but they're having possessions. They're not even getting shots off. I'm like, what the fuck is going on out there?
What I was very surprised is how comfortable Jaylen Brown was being the distributor. He was very comfortable. I was like, because he's not that guy when Tatum's there at all. So it's like, this guy is a very, very good facility. He had 12 assists. He looked very comfortable doing it.
Yeah, and I also think he's obviously playing to stay in Boston now.
That game opened my eyes last night. They get by tomorrow, then it's like, But I don't know. I mean, New York, Brunson. I don't like Brunson. He flops. They're talking about him. He's the fourth quarter leading scorer in history. Like in the fourth quarter in like 10 or 11 games, whatever. He beat out Kobe Bryant. It's like, did Kobe Bryant get the amount of fouls this guy gets? Like the amount of calls?
Right.
This guy just is a steady march to the foul line. I don't know why. But I mean, you look at last night. White going to have 34 tomorrow night? Doubt it. Cornette going to be what he did last night? I doubt it. I mean, Brown was Brown. Brown had a great game, but if White doesn't go 34 and Cornette doesn't block everything that goes up, and they leave Porzingis in there, they lose.
Oh, they won by 20. They won by 25.
I know, but are you going to get the same kind of game out of those players? It was pretty close for a while, probably till about halfway through the third quarter. And the difference is the defense. Their defense was ridiculous. It was top notch. So, I mean, if you got to rely on your defense, you might be able to win 2 games, but you're not going to go very far in the playoffs because you need offense. You need consistent offense, and they don't have it yet.
So let me ask you this. We think they can win the series, but we'll also the stuff like. So let's say they do. Do you
Right.
think you beat the Pacers as well?
It's interesting because other than Halliburton, is Naismith going to beat you? I don't think so.
I don't know, but they buried the Cavs in a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah, but the Cavs didn't have their guys in three of the games, and plus when they came back, they were hurt. That was a very diminished Cavalier team.
I mean, I personally think without Tatum, you don't have a shot in hell at winning the championship.
No, but if they could get by the Knicks, take a breather, and then revamp against Indiana, I think they can get to the finals. I don't think they got what it takes to win it, but I think they can get there. But
You're going to play.
but I don't even know if they're going to get past tomorrow night. I mean, tomorrow night is like completely stacked against them. They got everything in the world going against them.
It's the first game. It's the first game in the series that the Knicks are favored.
Yeah, 2.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is bizarro because I'd have them up around 8. But
Really?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I was thoroughly. I thought I was like, you know what? Like weird things happen. Like Tatum goes down. Like I was pretty confident they were going to win last night. And then I saw the line. I'm like, why are the Celtics -5.5 without Tatum?
Wait, you thought that was too high?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In a closeout elimination game.
I know they definitely could have folded their tent and they didn't. And I was pretty pleasantly surprised by that. I was pleasantly surprised. The defense was crazy. I mean, maybe Cornette's turned a corner. Maybe he's caught something in the bottle. I mean, but you get 0 out of Porzingis, which that's unusual. I don't know what's going on there, but he's a mess.
I do hate though that if they do win Friday, you got to wait till Monday for Game 7.
That could be good for them.
Monday at 8 o'clock.
Bad for us, good for them. They could use the extra day, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, a guy like Pritchard Pritchard had a decent game. I think there's more in the tank there. I think there's definitely more in the tank for Holiday.
I took his over points. It was like 15.5. He got 17. Normally Normally he's like a surefire. I take his over points a lot, so it's normally like 8.5.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised at how comfortable Jaylen Brown was running that point forward. I mean, he was really good. I mean, he started doing his like turnover shit. Then he just kind of settled in. It was weird. He settled in. He distributed. When he got the open shot, he made it. I think he was 3 for 3 from threes. But I mean, he made the shots that he, when it counted, he made the shots. And Hauser had a nice little role in there. They have a lot of depth. They do have a lot of depth. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I think Brunson, you got to make the guy go right. And Brown made him go right. Brown did a great job on him defensively. You make him go right, he's not comfortable. It's like basic basketball. Make that left-handed point guard go right.
Yeah.
They did better on the boards, but they got to do even better. Karl Anthony Towns, he got a lot of boards. I don't like that dude. He's like a cheap shot. Every time you win, he's throwing a cheap shot. Let's bring a guy like Cade in and give him a forearm to the head.
Towns had 8 rebounds.
Yeah, he's good rebound. So the other guy, Robinson, I think what do you have, like 12 in like 11 minutes?
13 and 23 minutes.
He's a problem. And they started hacking him. He was 6 for 6 from the line.
Yep.
That didn't work. And the announcers were going crazy for it. They're like, yeah. It's like, come on, man.
Damn, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize Derek White got to the line 11 times last night.
Yeah, he did. He was good. They missed a bunch. What were they? What they miss? 9, 10 free throws?
Right? They missed 9. No. Yes. 9.
So I mean, you get half of those, they win by 30. So that's you got when you don't have your guys, the little things count.
Peyton Pritchard took 14 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I think
throwing it up there.
two of them were, you know, end of quarter jobs. We just hucked it. But no, I think it's gonna be fun. I'd like to see the effort that they had last night. Especially on defense. If they come out and give the same effort, I'd love to see that. But if someone forced me to bet, I think I'd take the Knicks. So there you go, Doug. The opposite of that. I don't want to be right. But then, there's this thing about the Knicks choking. Like I don't really follow the Knicks, so I don't know. But there's all this stuff about the Knicks are going to choke. Do they choke? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Is it a choke?
I don't think.
I mean, the
I don't,
Celtics are the better team.
even still, I think.
So is it still considered a choke? Just
Well,
because you happen to be up 3-1?
kinda. You're up 3-1. You get another game in your own place. You don't get the job done. Yeah, that's a choke.
Even though you're playing with house money?
Yeah, well, the big guy, the best player goes down. You got to ride that to the end. I don't know. Anyway, so what's your prediction?
If they're going to lose, I want them to lose tomorrow night. I would hate for them to win tomorrow night, then come back to Boston, have a game 7, and lose that way.
Oh, a prediction. What's a prediction?
I think they win tomorrow night and it goes to game 7. So
Wow.
you be like in
I'll tell you what, if it goes to game 7, they're going to win game 7. Now watch, it'll go the exact opposite because I like the Knicks tomorrow night and I like the Celtics winning in game 7. I mean, I like that. That's over at that point. Um, so it'll probably go the
See,
opposite.
I just don't know because I've been so anti fucking Missoula, and this gives him like another out of like, oh, well, you lost your star fucking player in the middle of the playoffs.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to give Missoula credit for last night. Sticking with Cornette the way he did. I mean, he used an excuse at the end of the game. After the game, they asked him, was it hard to do that? And he's like, oh, I couldn't breathe. You know, Porzingis, he couldn't breathe. He couldn't play.
Okay.
So, I think that was an excuse. I think Porzingis was just toast,
Yeah.
and Cornette was playing out of his mind. Again, it was a good coaching move, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. And the offense they ran was way different than, when Tatum's in. Way different. A lot more movement, a lot more ball movement, a lot more stuff away from the ball. And Brown was very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
So I really like that. I like seeing that. So we'll see. We'll see. They're 10-2 without Tatum, although they played like Plymouth North. But we'll see. We'll see, Dougie.
Let me see. Make sure. Yep, Knicks minus 2.5 over under 209.5.
That's kind of a lot. If I'm the Knicks, I want to win a low scoring game. 112 is magic number. You get to 112, you win. But anyway,
Yeah, I
all
mean,
right.
tell you what, the Garden's gonna be rocking them all night.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm loving it. Is that 7:30 or 8?
8 o'clock on ESPN.
Yeah, I like that. Friday night, I'm ready for that.
Friday night at 8, ESPN.
I'm ready for that.
Somebody else. Fuck. Who's it? One of my coworkers was like, what a butcher job on the NBA and like the scheduling.
Yeah. Well, Celtics have been 7:30 for the most part.
Well, he's saying you have like you have Friday night one game, and then you have what's
maybe during the series. All the series are done except for OKC and the Celtics.
Right. So you have Friday. Then there's no NBA game on Saturday.
They have 2 games tomorrow night?
No, just one.
Oh, that's crazy.
Thunder Nuggets play tonight at 8:30. Then you have Celtics tomorrow night. No game on Saturday. And then game 7, if necessary, Sunday afternoon at 3:30 for the Nuggets and Thunder.
Which is like 1:30 in Denver.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, Dougie, let's wrap it up. Big game tomorrow night. Looking forward to it. I'd like to see Pritchard go off. I'd like to see Brown have another strong game. I think White's good for 20, 22 maybe.
Real quick, off topic though, how good have the NHL playoffs been, huh?
Oh, unbelievable. Why am
That Florida Toronto series is hilarious, and Biz is one of one.
He loves Toronto.
Yeah, super fan.
I don't get it.
Is he from Toronto?
Oh, maybe. I don't even know. He's definitely from Canada. I don't know. But I find myself being a Florida fan. I never thought I would be, but I am.
Yeah, no, all the Bruins fans want Florida to do well because it gives them a better draft pick for Brad.
I like Edmonton too, though. I'd like to see Edmonton win it. McDavid's a consummate pro. Like that guy, he deserves one.
Paul Bissonnette, born in Ontario.
So there you go. That's Toronto. All right, brother. Let's call it a sode.
Call it podcast gold, if you will.
Yes. Any chance we could release it this evening?
Yeah, probably.
That'd be good because then people would get it before the Celtics game. That'd be good.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right.
As usual, I drank all my Diet Coke. Till next time.
Till next time.
All right, man. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.